phenomenal year this year. People tell me all the time, way to finish the year. Y'all really started playing well. That's not what happened. I told y'all last year, we're going to focus on the community, we're going to focus on academics, and we're going to overachieve at both of them. Last spring, 900 hours of community service, second highest GPA in the history of Tennessee Tech football, went through the summer, had a great summer school, had a great summer work ethic, went through the season. We started out 2-4. It's known as the 2-4 phenomenon because at 2-4, with our culture and leadership of our assistant coaches, the best in the country, at 2-4, where everything could go in any direction, people could jump off the fence. Our guys' grades, Miss Dexter did the study, our grades went like that at 2-4. Our play went like that, 3-game win streak at the end. Ended up 5-3 in the OVC, third place by ourselves. That's a great feat for our first season here and what our kids did. Oh yeah, and by the way, we set the highest GPA in the history of Tennessee Tech football. Let's get to the reason we're all here. All right, the reason we're here, we had a great day today signing our signing class. I don't know how that's going to start, but somebody's going to have to hit a button. We're going to start out. Thank you, sir. Mikel Pippin, we worked hard. We had to beat. We went into this thing saying we want to recruit against people and have to beat good teams. This kid had I'm losing my mind now. Had Southern Miss, had Middle Tennessee State, had Georgia State, had Austin Peay, had us. He came on a visit. His mom and dad fell in love with Cookeville. He fell in love with our players. They all love Miss Levita Dexter, who is our academic coordinator, who is absolutely the best in the country. And we had to fight for 2 weeks after his visit. Held on. He committed to us last week, and he signed today. But this one's huge. He's he's from down in Birmingham, Alabama. He went to, tell me here, please.
Jackson Olin
High School in Birmingham, Alabama. And he is a heck of a player. He's got the future. If we develop him, he lives his life right, overachieves in academics, learns how to be grateful. And it's a civic duties. He's going to have a chance to play on Sundays. Big time player right there. 6 foot, long arm, long rangey guy. Our next one is from Talladega. He's from a little 1A school up in right outside of Birmingham. Marcus McMeans, Winterboro High School. He weighs about 170 pounds, but he plays like linebacker and running back. And he's going to be a cornerback for us. He's got unbelievable lateral movement with his feet. He's got great vision with the ball, as you can see, but just watch his feet and then his straight ahead speed. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And there's not a lot of people that really go up through there recruiting and try to get off the interstate. You know, big bad Jacksonville State, they're too good to go recruit 1A schools. So we went in there, gave it our best shot. The kid gave us the chance. His mom and him came up 2 weeks ago. Again, loved Cookeville. It's amazing. You have no idea, we got the best city in the country to recruit to, the best community, and one of the best institutions in the Southeast. So that makes our job easier. When we get him committed, we got to hold on to him. But he's going to be an instant impact player in the return game. Love him. Marcus McMeans. You can see him playing linebacker there at 170 pounds. It's awesome. He had a teammate, a big offensive lineman, signed with Ole Miss today, right? Just say yeah. Slater Howard, this was our #1 safety. We made our first phone call to him this spring in April. He was at baseball practice. We said, hey man, we want you. You're our #1 guy. He's from Nashville Christian High School. Unbelievable, high GPA, phenomenal family. Like the first two, above 3.5 GPAs, great students. This kid will come downhill and knock you out. He's got great ball skills. He plays a little bit of receiver. When he was growing up, he was what?
He was a dirt bike, sorry.
Dirt bike, motorcycle racer. Had a crash when he was like 12 and crushed his leg. And his dad said, we're going to do something else, so he started playing football. He is a big kid, though. He's 6'1 and a half, 6'2", probably 190 pounds, almost 200 pounds now. But I give him a hard time because he looks like Jimmy Fallon's little brother when he smiles. He's identical to Jimmy. You can see relentless effort. Very, we want to find winners. They won the state championship 2 years ago. They got upset in the semifinals this year, so he knows how to win. Highlights are slow. We're not have enough time. Is there any way? So there's Slater, 6'2", 200. That's about right. Next one. This one was huge. Matthew Kinty. Matthew Kinty comes from one of the same high schools, Ramsey High School in Birmingham, Alabama. Sam Williamson did a great job this year in Birmingham, as you're going to be able to tell in this list. Matthew Kinty he's not 6'5", he's 6'1", 6'1 and a half. Speed rusher off the edge that's going to get a ton of sacks in our defense, and he's also got the body and the girth to be able to hold up against the run. This guy absolutely, I fell in love with him because he wanted to come here. His buddy had committed, which we'll watch in a minute, and he was committed to the Citadel, which the Citadel's a top 5 school in the country now. They're doing a great job, and he had Eastern Kentucky, and there was only one visit left, and he told Eastern Kentucky to go jump in the lake. He was coming to visit us. Did an unbelievable job, Levita did, in our academics, and then we had to hit a home run. I don't know if y'all know Amy Jo, but we needed somebody with some business savvy to come in and knock it out of the park. And Chris, she did a phenomenal job, or Dante, right? Yep. She did a phenomenal job of getting us secured with this commitment. But Matthew Kinty is just let it go. It's all right. We're going to end up screwing it up. They won the state championship this year. It's in downtown. It's a magnet school in Birmingham. They had to drive 30 to 40 minutes to practice, to and fro. Great story. Here's his teammate, Jalen Gladney, same high school. Again, they were 13 and 2 this year. So they had a great season. They've only been playing football for 7 seasons. Just very, they had about 7 kids sign out of there today. But Jalen, we fell in love with him. He wanted to be here. Sam and his defensive line coach played together at UAB, and he said if Coach, what was his name?
Morning Bush.
Coach Bush put his name on me, I'm going to Tennessee Tech. I'm not going to let y'all down. He wanted to be at Tech the whole time. He's got the best handshake, got big hands. He's got an unbelievable mom. Like, we just fell in love with the whole family. He's a great student. He knows what it takes to play football at Tennessee Tech. He knows what's important. You see his big, long arms. I mean, he's not tall. He's probably 5'11", weighed 288 pounds, I think, on his visit. Yeah, had Arkansas State come in on him on the last week, tried to get in on him, Trooper Taylor, and he told Trooper to take that tally waves and put it back in his pocket. Unbelievable energy. And again, a kid who's an all-state type player in Alabama that is dying to be here, wants to be here. Okay, Jaquan Coles. He's from Woodlands, the Woodlands of Stockbridge. He can do a lot of things. He is as you can see, he's only 6'2", but he's got really long features. All right? Really long features. And he can play defensive line and be really good for us. And depending on when Sam gives me a nod or a nose or whatever here in a minute, he can also go play offensive tackle. And he's a 6'2" guy that can play tackle because he's got length and long arms and power. Plays in a very tough region down below Atlanta in the state of Georgia. All-state player, defensive player of the year in his region, I believe. You see him running to the fall. So if old Sam can come through for me here any minute,
Working on it, boss.
old Sam can come through, then I can tell you this guy might be a really good tackle for us. But you can see him with his hands, violent hands, moving the pocket. We got to secure. Why does Alabama win every year? Because they secure the best players they can get inside, offensively and defensively, with their lines, interior line of scrimmage. You own the line of scrimmage, right? You take care of the football and you win a bunch of games. And that's what we're intending to do. Got a little swag there. This kid's awesome. This is one of my favorite ones. Again, coming from Greenback, nobody wanted to come and recruit me. It had to be because I was in Greenback, not that I was slow and short and not athletic. He's from Campbell County High School. It's almost near Kentucky, up the road, Interstate 75, up to Lexington. Mike Rhodes, thanks to the All-Star game, the Toyota East-West All-Star game, we would have never, ever seen him. We'd have been like everyone else and not went to Campbell County. We saw this kid out there practicing. He didn't have socks on. His ankles were bleeding because it's cold. We had to find somebody, a teammate, to give him some socks. And we just started watching him, and he was beating the heck out of everybody at the All-Star game. All the guys that were supposedly, 3-star, 4-star guys going to bigger schools, and he was just killing them. He's got unbelievable strength. He can play offensive line, defensive line, good student. He's a great, phenomenal human being. and he gets it. He wants to be here. He's grateful for the opportunity. He almost cried when we offered him a scholarship. So if he's already that grateful, he has a chance to be a phenomenal teammate. And that's what we're trying to build here. But you can see he's just got unbelievable power. Unbelievable power. All right, this next guy is one of my favorite in the whole class. I can say that about all of them. Bryson Tyler, we had no interest in offering him. We wanted him to come on a visit and walk on. We went and watched him practice an all-star game. Me and Dante, Coach Wright did, and Coach Quinn about 10 days ago. And we noticed, wow, he's a very active player. He knocks the heck out of people. In Pascal, he was hitting people he probably shouldn't, but he had that mentality. We get to stand next to him. He's literally 6 foot. We thought he was 5'10". He's got long arms. He's got a big neck. And instantly, he reminded me of a guy we had at Temple named Tyler Matakavich, who plays for the Steelers now, who had no offers coming out of high school and had one offer coming out of prep school. And Coach Rule gave him a chance, and he turns out to be the best linebacker in college football in 2015. This kid's at Science Hill High School. Again, an extremely high-end academic kid, high football IQ, phenomenal motor. Again, the theme of the recruiting class, and we didn't even try, it just happened, phenomenal parents. And this kid has got tremendous upside, and I can't wait. He can play linebacker, which he will, but we'll play him both ways. He'll be a good fullback for us as well. Okay, this next one, this is from Camden, New Jersey, the murder capital of the world. It's dangerous. The only way we know the guy is because we had him at camp up at Temple when we were there. This is one of the sweetest kids that you'll ever meet, and he shows unbelievable gratitude for an opportunity to come down here and get out of certain situations and get a great education and play college football at Tennessee Tech. He hopefully will come and be a 4-year starter at center. He's got every tool physically that he needs to do so. Again, an extremely high, 3.8, high-end student. He's got a great family, even though his dad got mad at me because I fed him chicken the whole visit instead of giving him a steak. But he was, other than that, it was okay. This kid, though, he's like Edie. Just like Edie from a standpoint is he thanks you all the time about the opportunity. I'm not going to let you down. This kid's he's going to be great for us. Curtis Huff will be a name that hopefully double a couple all-conferences, All-American. He's only going to get bigger. He is a perfect center for us. Athletic, and again, very grateful for his opportunity. Curtis Huff, Camden High. This next one is beyond huge. This is a great story. Octavian Williams. Coach Wentz, we put Coach Wentz on him. We're not signing a bunch of linemen. We need a certain one. We got to find that tackle. Guys, this guy is 6'7", 330-something pounds. And he's got to duck to get in the doors. He's humongous. And he's not fat, he's athletic. He moves light on his feet, as you can see. It's hard. They look funny in high school sometimes because they're blocking guys so much smaller than them. At one point, 3 weeks ago, it was Tennessee Tech, Connecticut, and Maryland. Everybody just started dropping him. Like, we can't compete against them. Well, we told you we're going to win championships. We're the best college football program in the country. We just kept recruiting them. Maryland kicked out Connecticut, and then right at the very last minute, Maryland filled up. And Maryland ended up not being able to visit. So all those other schools, some in our conference that we won't name, weren't in the picture anymore. There we were. He fell in love with us. We fell in love with him. Thank goodness. Octavian Williams, though. I can't wait till y'all see this dude. He looks like one Nick Saban would have. Okay, this next one is so awesome. Spencer North from Monterey High School. Again, I'm a 1A guy. Played at Greenback. So when I can get a guy from a 1A high school that I think can help us win championships, it thrills my soul. Spencer North, we offered him back in the spring we liked his tape, but his power cleaning, he could bend. He's 6'3" and can sink his hips and almost touch the floor. Extremely strong, unbelievable work ethic. As you can see, he's very nasty. Borderline dirty player, which is what we want up front, right? But he's, again, another high academic kid, another kid with a phenomenal family. And anyone you can get one this close to home that plays at the level he does, the great thing is the all-star coaches said, are y'all sure he's worth it? Because they were trying to get kids that we had committed. They didn't think he could play because he was at Monterey. The all-star coaches, I said, yes, he can play. And then 2 days into it, Coach Lambert said, he's the best lineman we got. You're right, he's the best lineman we got. So that's a good I told you so. It doesn't matter how many A's are at the end of your school. Players are players. This kid's going to be great for us. Love Spencer. Cam, do you love Spencer?
Love Spencer.
All right, Cam, good job. Okay, this next kid, Hunter Willis. Hunter Willis, Greenback. Again, that's my team. So these guys really, I'm harder on them. Like, I've never signed a kid from my dad's school wherever he's been coaching because I feel like I shouldn't. So it took me a while to offer these kids. Hunter Willis is a quarterback / punter / athlete / safety. He can do a lot of things. We're going to get a chance to play quarterback first, though. Again, he's off the charts, wants to be a civil engineer. He's already accepted in school, already got some scholarship money. Borderline genius. But you can see his throwing motion. He's got such an easy throwing motion that because he's from Greenback, I don't give him enough credit to how good he is. We've had coaches on our staff that swear he's going to be the best player that we signed. I'm just hard on him, probably. We're very, very excited about him. As you can see, he's got a great over-the-top motion, great accuracy. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds. He had 37, I think, right? 37 points in the basketball game Friday night before his visit. 3-sport athlete. He can throw it about mid-80s. So Hunter Willis, fired up about him. Okay, Hunter Hawkins, we had him in our summer camp. His teammate signed with the University of Tennessee. His teammate was more athletic, more maybe an inch taller. I don't know what it was, but this kid was just kind of a good player. Hey, you don't like him, maybe he'll be a walk-on for you. He came to camp and beat the crap out of that guy, his teammate that went to Tennessee. That guy came in, wanted us to be nice to him, not make him work. This kid came to work every single rep, and really, really, really took, caught our eye the way he competed, his physicality. He's 6'5"-ish, 260 pounds. So 6'5", 260. If he's a tight end, great. If he can keep growing and growing and growing, all of a sudden you have a very athletic 6'5", 300-pound offensive tackle. But he's a football guy. He hadn't had the easiest of lives. He has to do a lot of things by himself, and he's got gratitude. Again, common theme for greatness. Next guy, Tyler Kilpatrick. Me and his dad were really good friends. His dad's 4 years older than me. His dad's a head coach now at Greenback. I was in the hospital room the day he was born. It got the same exact birthday and everything. So it's a cool story that we got this kid. Again, I don't give him enough credit for being good. Dante, why don't you talk about him?
I think Xavier can be anything that we want in terms of tight end. He can be a guy that can be attached to the end of the line of scrimmage and really run defensive ends up out there in the run game. He can split out wide and do some things in the pass game, run some 7 routes, corner routes, post routes, do a lot of things.
He's 6'4", 250-something pounds right now.
And if he grows into his body, he could be an offensive lineman like nothing also, but we don't want him to be.
He had a triple-double the other night before his visit. 2-sport athlete. Got great hands, runs great routes. Can dunk a basketball. He's a huge get. Jacksonville State and Eastern Kentucky tried to get him to come on visits. And he just said, nope, I'm going to go play for Marcus at Tennessee Tech. So relationships do matter sometimes. But he is a big physical kid. He'll play next year and hopefully be great. 6'4", 238. Gotcha. All right, this next kid, Fred Walker, helped us get in on him. Chris Hooks, watch these highlights if you like highlights. This guy is a difference maker. This kid is Hines Ward. He had to play a little bit of quarterback when the quarterback got hurt. He's 6 foot, he's 190 pounds, extremely fast, twitchy, great lateral movement, phenomenal hands. He's down in Mobile, that area, so he's playing, this is very good competition in football. These aren't just a bunch of slaps he's running away from. You can see that move. He's tough, absolutely the toughest kid in the class. He's got the greatest mom of all time, doesn't he, Sarah? Yes. The greatest mom of all time. Again, the constant theme. He's so gracious for the opportunity. I fell in love with him when I went to see him, and he said, Coach, all I want to do is beat Jacksonville State. And I said, I love you. I love him. He went on a visit to Jacksonville State and didn't really like it, and he was just open. He just kept wanting to get, find opportunities, and thank goodness we had a connection because this kid is really, really special. Again, you can see him catch and run away. Again, this is a 6 foot, 180, 190 pound kid. Very well put together. Chris Hooks. Okay, David Simmons from Farragut High School. Farragut won the state championship. Comes from Coach Courtney, a very, very, very well coached football team that's on discipline, same things that we teach, academics. Davis is a receiver. I didn't realize how big he was until this weekend. He weighs 200 and something pounds. He's 6 foot and some change, 200. So we told him just keep getting as big as you can. And if you grow into an H-back, great. If you don't, then be a big wideout and just run through people like this. He came to our camp, was very athletic, very physical. We love the way he competed. Absolutely love the way he competed. And he loves football. Makes great catches here. There's a clip here in just a minute. Y'all heard of T. Higgins, who signed with Clemson today, the #2 receiver in the country, athlete in the country. And he's guarding Davis. So you can see how Davis's athleticism matches up to a guy that's #2 ranked receiver in the country that signed with Clemson. That's T. Higgins right here. So he got that one. I like he stands up and kind of gives him the old, there you go. And then there's T again trying to cover him. He runs right by him. So we feel like we stole one out of Farragut. He may not look like the prototypical receiver, but he's the type of receiver that we want that's physical and loves football. Okay, Hunter Coleman. Hunter Coleman is here now. He's a mid-year enrollee from Bowling Green. He's from Roswell, Georgia. Went to Bowling Green to play on a scholarship. His dad got extremely sick, and he's had to come back since then and help take care of his dad. Lives down in Atlanta. This is his high school tape. He came up to a game this year and checked us out. We're close enough to where he can get back and forth if needed. This kid, 6'1", 6 foot and a half, 6'1", 180 pounds. Very competitive. We had a basketball game with the football players his first week on campus, and he almost got in 3 fights and was shooting it every time. So I knew he was a competitor and liked to compete and had a lot of confidence. But this is a kid. He's a lengthy kid, can sink his hips, got great route. He can run great routes, change of direction, and he wants the ball. Bear with us. We have 2 more after this. But we'll get to see this kid in the spring. He'll be with us, learning the offense, and he's going to be a very key part in what we do this year. So there's Hunter Coleman. The next one is Robert Hatchett. Robert Hatchett III, he played quarterback from Lithonia High School, from the same high school as Octavian, the big 6'7" kid we watched. We really just I went to talk to him basically just to appease Octavian, just to make him to continue to be happy with us. And started watching the kid's tape again. Coach Quinn went and watched him practice. I sat in a room and talked to him. He's got a 3.8 and 1100. He knows exactly what he wants to do in life. He's the quarterback. Coach Spurrier used to say all the time, sign as many high school quarterbacks as you can and figure out what to do with them. He's a team captain 2 years, team captain of basketball, 17 points the night before he came to our visit. He's 6 foot, got long arms, explosive, and we're going to start him out as a slot receiver because he's got that offensive mind. You can see he comes up and hits you though, but he looks like he might be small. He's 6 foot. He's taller than I am, and he just competes, man. Again, you hear the words we say of every kid: competes, competitor, gratitude, gracious, good kid, high academics. This is down in Atlanta right here. There's some really good football he's playing, some very good athletes. A lot of guys signed today at some big schools. This right here, he loves this play. This is to win the game. He threw it about 65, 70 yards in the air to win the game. He's just got that little feel about him. This next one was our #1 wideout going into the summer. He came to our summer camp. He is every bit of 6'5", almost 6'6", 201 pounds. He sent Derek a clip today in the weight room where he jumped up and hit his head on a 10-foot ceiling because we were saying he couldn't jump. He's literally, you think of old school Ed McCaffrey, this kid's it. He's very confident, borderline arrogant, but not in a way that's demeaning to others. I love the fact that he's that confident. He came to our camp and just destroyed everyone that tried to guard him. He's got phenomenal leaping ability, great route running, again, can sink his hips. The 50-50 balls are crucial in today's game. You're not wide open. You got to win the 50-50 ball, and he can go do that. Again, family is phenomenal. He's got a little brother that looks just like him, coming up in about 3 years. Great student, believe it or not. Shows gratitude, believe it or not. Again, the 50-50 balls, especially when you're 6'5", to be able to run a sideline route and throw it up and make a little 5-10 corner, try to jump up and catch it, and you can use your body like that and run by people. That is, he's going to give us an advantage that we've not had since we've been here. So that's our class. I think we may have one. We're working on one right now that once we get it, we can tell you about. But I want, before we go to watch the basketball game, to understand a couple things. These are the best coaches in the United States of America. They put up with me. They put up with a lot of stuff they shouldn't have to, but they go to work every single day. Every single day. They develop these kids. They push them to be great in the classroom, great in the community, and it's not BS. We do it. We got the numbers to show it now. These guys are absolutely the best in the country. One guy in particular, Chris Polizzi, is phenomenal. He does everything. He's our recruiting coordinator. He gets guys eligible. He commutes with compliance. He sets up our visits. He controls everything. I'm nothing without him. So in front of everybody, I love you. I love you. Real quick, because this can't happen without the support at home, I want to introduce our wives real quick. Y'all introduce your wives, and then I'll introduce mine.
Beautiful Kelly Polizzi right there in the purple sweatshirt. Take it. There you go, Kelly.
Good, Kelly. Good. Justin's got a fiance.
Candace Hannah, my fiance. Wave to everybody.
Dante.
My girlfriend Mallory Bishop.
Mallory. Good.
My wife, Shelly Carr.
Tough. She's tough, competitive, and gratitude right there. Okay, Cam's is not here. No way. Yours is not here. No shot. Mine, people. I've got my daughter, Harper. Raise your hand, Harper. Harper will be jumping rope here. Harper jumps rope on the 9th. Harper jumps rope here on the 9th. My beautiful wife, Sarah, who does everything. I hope we go win this basketball game. Guys, we are going to win championships. But we're going to do everything right on and off the field. And if we do that and we overachieve academically, and we overachieve in the community, we overachieve with our civic duty, we are going to win. We just need you to keep pushing us and keep raising the expectations and keep passing the word around. This is a great class, 2 in a row. The greatest coaches in the country and the greatest community and the greatest fans, all right? We love you all. Thank you for the support. God bless you and God bless America.